for this question, they ask you to determine the minimum angle of elevation of a gun. Okay, so this is the formula you should remember to find the vector of the r of t. Alright, so we're gonna find the vector of r of t by plugging in the numbers they give us. So the initial velocity is 1200 cosine theta multiplied by t. That's your I component, and then plus 1200 sine of theta times t minus 16t squared. It's your J. So imagine if you shoot a gun, the bullet will travel up a little amount and then it goes down to 0. So this is when J component equals 0, and this is when J equals 0. So we're trying to find a time. We're trying to find a time when the bullet hits the ground 3,400 feet away from where it started. So we need to find a time right here. Okay, so this is when J equals 0. So you can set the J components equal to 0. So 1200 sine theta of t minus 16t squared equal to 0. And you can solve for t. The goal here is to eliminate the unknown variables into one variable that we know, and then we just solve for that variable. So right here you have the unknown of theta and t, so we're just gonna solve for t, and then you plug that equation into the t, and then you only have theta. So you have 1200 sine of theta. I'm just factoring out the t here, so minus 16t equal to 0. So if you divide by t, by both sides, the t cancels. So you would have 1200 sine theta equals 16t. And then solve for t equal 1200 sine of theta divided by 16. All right, now for the I components, if you travel from the initial displacement and then the final displacement is 3,400. So if you set your I components equal to 3,400, then you solve for theta, you get the angle. So you just plug the t here that you just found into this equation. So you get 1200 cosine theta multiplied for 1200 sine theta, all divided by 16 equal to 3,400. All right, now you can combine a few things and eliminate a few things. 1200 squared, and then cosine theta multiplied by sine theta gives you sine 2 theta divided by 16, or you can multiply 16 by both sides. So 16. Now you can just solve for sine theta. So you have sine 2 theta 3,400 multiplied by 16 divided by 1200 squared. And then you can do the arc sine. So the arc sine of 3, 4, 16, 1200 square, you get 2 sine theta, 2 theta. And after you get that, you can divide the arc sine by 2. This would yield theta equal 2.17 angle.